don't think he'll say that he was a Lance, that he's a Lance
He'll
main
never
anymore.
say it. He'll never say it.
I think he definitely won't
He
say it.
didn't say it when it was true, and he's not going to say it now. Here we go, game one, Raydish versus Saphir. We got Red Raptor versus Olgram.
Raydish, he's putting some pressure on right out of the gate. Now, one thing that Olgram will have is some higher movement speed here. One of the reasons he feels so good in 2v2 is that higher movement speed, so he can run away. Oh, Raydish is putting a lot of pressure. We talked about the Meg D Disciple earlier, but at least so far in game one, he's putting pressure out almost as the KO about 30 seconds in.
I think it's specific matchups that ends up coming out that brings that out of Raydish, but so far it looks like he's very comfortable putting pressure onto Saphir here. The neutral sig not catching the jump there. Can he get the recovery? He does get it. Sends him flying up to the right side of the stage. What else is he going to be able to get? Falling with that sider there. Gets hit by the haymaker. Saphir steals the first stock in game one, number one.
Raydish's playstyle can kind of be like when you're on a long road trip and you're just kind of driving straight down I-10 and everything's chill, and then all of a sudden you start to get in that little bit of highway hypnosis and you lull a little bit, and then you start to drift over in that lane, and those little rumble bumps on the side, those are those explosive moments that kind of wake you up and you go, whoa, I forgot that Raydish had this, and then he kind of slides back into just going straight for 50 miles.
The rumble bumps are explosive moments for you on the road?
Do you not get startled a little bit while you're driving and it goes,
yeah,
sorry,
I guess I've never driven like long. I've never like driven like long stretches of road while tired before. Right?
It happens.
So, I see.
That's what they're there for.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Nice little safety feature.
I see. I remember I was just told it was for like semi-truck drivers that fall asleep. That's what I was told that they were for. When I like asked about it when I was like 11, I was like, huh, why are these here? Anyways, Raydish is taking the lead pretty hard. Sider comes through, gets in there, sidelight Sider, puts him off the left side of the stage. What else is he going to be able to get?
Oh, he didn't get the touch, and he ends up falling off of that. All Raydish had to do was throw that down air right over the corner that he knows the perfect angle and height on. That's called aura, Tazaraki. You don't have to edge guard.
You said that twice during this block.
Yeah. Raydish has aura, I'll say it.
Yeah, every player has sat down in the desk has aura, except for me,
Yeah,
Sparky.
you have negative aura.
Negative aura.
Yeah.
I am taking the aura away from you right now.
no motion, negative aura.
Negative aura means that I'm like absorbing your aura.
No.
Right? But like it doesn't go, and I don't keep it. It's just like, it's like a black hole.
No, that's not really how it works. I hold on to all my aura around you.
I got it.
And in fact, I look like I have more
You have
aura in comparison.
what do you, it's not an atmosphere, it's an aura sphere, right?
That's right there, that's why you have negative aura. I just want you to know.
Even game so far. Nair and a weapon throw. Not going to be able to get much more. What else does he got here? Sidelight side air. Sends him off the right side of the stage. Oh, gravity cancel. Sidelight so high up in the sky. Was he trying to catch a Lance recovery? Raydish does manage to make it back. I thought it was going to be the stock. It's really close here for game number one.
Is he just going to get, there's the down air right over the corner. That's what we were expecting. Is he going to go bird foot? No, he actually goes high, goes for the GC sidelight. Saphir's actually
Sider hits.
Disengage.
Okay, I don't think he's going to go as high.
side.
He's looking to catch the Lance recovery with the gravity cancel sidelight, and that Dare's going to do it.
There's the bird foot.
And it doesn't space it correctly. Wow, Saphir makes it back. Okay, finally goes down. An unfortunate game one for Saphir, both with the not touching the wall on the left side of the stage, and then also not being able to convert with that edge guard. Raydish, however, was a little sloppy on his own edge guards there, so now we've got ourselves with a 1-0 set lead for Raydish. Let's see if Saphir can bring it back. I think Saphir's got a good shot of taking some games off the set if he doesn't, you know, not touch the wall of Demon Islands.
So I don't know if Saphir just needs maybe a little bit more time to kind of digest how Raydish is playing here, or if it's just not going to work against Raydish like it did against Lorez, but like the sidelight pressure, I just don't quite see it there. Ooh, we're going over to small worlds, and this could be a very volatile game. Now, if we're talking about Lance, I don't know how I feel about this. Like, maybe you can hit the stray recovery. I just really worry more about how the sidelight side air and the consistent KO options from the boots or from the orb are just really going to play in Raydish's favor here.
Oh, gets the side, gets it down off the end of the stage,
and but it's a complete trade.
He dared off into the blast zone. I thought he was going to be fun because when you hit the boots dare, you bounce off to your opponent a little bit, but maybe not soon enough.
Yeah.
And then edge guard there. It would have been such a crazy opening, but Saphir kind of looks at that, and I know that it's a trade, but I can't help but be happy if I was Saphir that he traded the stock
absolutely.
there. Considering that he was taking all the damage there for that to happen.
Yeah, he was at the damage deficit there, and he was very much in danger of losing that stock, and Raydish not losing that stock, which would have been a huge lead they had to come back from. There's the neutral signature. He's able to actually dip down over on the right side to get away from it. Down here over the wall. Yep, there it is. Gets the backside of the nair.
That's nice. And he got his recovery at the middle of that, too. Raydish is going to go over, pick up the boots, gravity cancel sideline, not going to catch him out of the way. Side air and a weapon throw will put Saphir up the left side of the stage. Down to could be huge there. I think he was going to go for it, but he slid a little too far. Weapon throw, almost caught him on the way back down here. What he's got from the boot, side sync can cover him going to the stage, but it's just going to be sideline to side, and that's going to do it. Raydish with a one-stock lead, goes all the way up for that weapon star, switches back over to the orb, and let's see what Saphir's got in the tank. Sideline, D-Light into recovery, and the nair.
Oh my gosh!
And the nair on the way back down to the stage.
Going.
Finally picks up an axe, gets one good hit, but he took so much damage from finding that weapon.
Yeah, it was like 80 damage right as he spawned in from the orb from Raydish, who's able to grab a set of boots right away. Saphir looking for his way in. Okay, gets the 4-piece. Does he get the full thing? Yes, he does! And he steals that game away! They were talking about the shiesty that Taya had on earlier on the main stream, but it seems like Saphir's the one with the shiesty robbing that stock, stealing that game, and we even see a small smile on his face.
Returns the favor from what Raydish started the game off with too. But in that case, when it's a last stock scenario, you don't have to worry about trading stocks. Whoever touches the blast zone first is going to call game. And Saphir was able to bring the lance out, small world's end, stare him straight into the blast zone, and take the game to even it up 1-1 as we go into game number 3.
It really seemed like, for the most part, Raydish was getting a little bit of the better of being on that stage, being on Small World's End with those really close blast zones. But then I take everything back for the way that Saphir ended that game, because I don't think he would have been able to do that on any other stage.
Ooh, jumps forward with that downlight. Saphir has hit so many nairs. So it's like 3 headlights and a nair at the very beginning of the game there before finally picking up the axe. Downlight trying to go for an anti-air there. Raydish lands on the other side. 2 sidelight stairs will bring him off stage. Down air. Tries to spike him, but gravity cancel ends and catches Raydish dipping off the side of the stage a little too far. And so Raydish that time a little bit safer. Gets that downlight into recovery. Falling side air puts Saphir on the right side of the stage again. Birdfoot going to get punished by the recovery.
These, like he was ripping the other ones too late, and I think he overcorrected there and ripped that one way too early.
Saphir goes down after getting hit by that weapon throw. Dive kick straight into the orb. Raydish very precise with those weapon throws himself. Let's see what Saphir's able to do. Sidelight, down air, true combo, gets the side air. Can he get the edge guard? Here goes the recovery. He's low on jumps. He's going to be careful. Okay, Raydish does not capitalize. And so he manages to make it back, and that D-Light into pivot nair is not going to connect. Saphir's going to close the stock off quick if he wants to keep the game close.
And he still is able to grab that weapon.
Do it. Oh, those recoveries are crazy.
He burned his dodge, but Raydish wasn't able to find anything after that to immediately punish the dodge being on cooldown.
Oh, Silent misses. Recovery not going to hit. Neutral light almost going to knock out on its own at that rate. He switches over to the axe because of that. Downlight and endlight on the table here. If he hits that endlight, it's going to guarantee himself a knockout, but he loses the weapon. He's got to go back to Lance, and Raydish is now getting the extra credit. D-Light not going to connect, and now Raydish getting so many extra hits with the boots, uses the stare to bring him to the right side of the stage, finally goes down to the recovery. Maybe a mistake to go for the active input on the stare there. Brought him into a position where he could get recovered from the wake up.
Yeah, might have been, but now he has the orb. Doesn't have to worry about active input really here. Gets the falling sider. Even goes with the side take
and
right
he holds
past Saphir. It's because he was using it all of a sudden as an escape tool rather than an actual hitbox that he wanted to throw out and make a connection once he saw that he was already past Saphir.
Ooh,
nice.
Narrowly dodges the end sync there. That could have been devastating. Gets a sideline side air punish, and another one right afterwards. Down air could be coming out through here. Down six have been working for him, so I don't think he's not slide charging with those anymore. Downlight hits. Nair could hit as well. Sider brings him off the right side of the stage. Weapon throw could come out here. No, he goes for a sidelight instead, and the Sider will punish him for landing after that weapon throw. Can he get the edge guard? Saphir's been spending a lot of time on the edge during this set.
And Raydish is happy to just like be up on that corner, throw that down air right over the corner, maybe the occasional D-sig with that big bird foot.
Oh. Has the boots.
I want to see this Lance. I want to see if he's going to continue to go for the sidelight down air and then Raydish jumps, so he throws out the side air right after that, or if Raydish is going to see that coming again after getting hit by it several times, they go back to the main ground. But when he comes back, he's going to have the axe.
It's weird. It's almost felt like the Lance was completely shut down after game 2. Yep, I haven't seen him get anything started with it. It has been on axe so far. I think he's done more damage on arms than he has with the Lance during this game 3. Raydish now getting a lot of damage in after that. Neutral light connects. D-Light gets punished by the side by the neutral light of Saphir. He goes in for the recovery. Cider connects. Raydish one jumps. Could do slide charge down stick for the spike here, but the weapon toss stops. If the neutral light will catch Raydish off guard, and that's going to be it. 1-1. Okay, Saphir could bring it to match point.
And he's swapping back over to the Lance, so he thinks there's still some juice inside of this Lance, at least for the damage build here on final stock against Raydish. He's about 100 damage behind, so he's going to have to find something quick. See if it's the side light or Raydish jumping. I'm not seeing any neutral airs come out.
He does get it.
Double
There's
neutral
the nair and
air.
the down air. Raydish fights back, loses the boots, goes for the unarmed recovery, tries to go for a second one, or picked up. He's going to go down onto the stage, maybe looking for that side light there, down air to box him out, but the nair comes through and Saphir's getting the damage, but side light side air means edge guard time. Let's see if he goes for the down sig. Down air. What else has he got? Full recovery whiffs. Okay, it's pretty tense right now, but Raydish just lets him come back to the stage. Another sideline side air just has enough to knock out. I thought he had one more in the tank, but just good enough force there to be able to get that stock and bring it to 2-1.
Raydish was confident enough. You already saw the bird coming out immediately, sort of the victory taunt without pressing the taunt button there from Raydish. So he knew that it was going to KO. Oh my dude, only 78 damage on the boots. Everything is orb dominated. 404, except we do have a victory found, and it's for Raydish.
And one more victory means that Raydish will be moving in to fight against Java in the winner's quarterfinal. Sandstorm getting knocked into elimination side by Java 3-0. So, and a remarkable run from him, considering that Java and Fakey went down much sooner than they would have liked in doubles at that 7th place, which was one of my favorites to make it all the way to Grands this weekend. That's a really impressive performance. We're going to World's End. This was a volatile game too last time that ended up having both Raydish and Saphir staring into the blast zone into Saphir's victory. So let's see if Raydish is able to turn the tides here in game 4.
Raydish was attacking so much. He was just throwing out those down airs over the corner. The second Saphir got on the main platform, those neutral lights coming out. He was, dude, the APMs were going crazy on it.
Sidelight nair to get the side air right afterwards. Raydish manages to touch back down onto the stage, and the end light will hit. Gets another end light as Raydish dodges back into the stage, and he jumps in with that side air. Gravity cancel side light, gets punished by the recovery, and Raydish has now got even more damage on the Saphir. Catches the landing, but doesn't get the side light side air afterwards. Fails the jump. That will bring him off to the right side of the stage. Can he get the edge guard here? Down air does get punished. Weapon throw afterwards. I think Saphir's got it. And Raydish goes down. Nice reversal coming out from Saphir with the down air weapon throw.
Yeah, I was worried the way that first sidelight side air ended up sending Saphir so close or so really far off screen, even though he was like in the orange at that moment. I thought we were going to see like the babysitting side air follow up for the KO. The down air over onto the wall. One of the rare Raydish attempts at an edge guard here. Is he going to get punished for it? We may see him never do that again.
That's going to be the stock trade.
A beautiful trade in favor of Saphir. Massive.
An amazing movement at the end of that stock where once he hit the down air and he saw that the stuff recovery effects came out, he was like, I have to get away from him so that he can't hit me again, so that the stock goes away. And he goes straight down to the blast zone to rob Raydish of an opportunity to make it back to the stage. Now 2 stocks to 1 with a massive damage advantage. Raydish looks like he's about to be on the verge of being brought to a game 5 as Saphir hits another sidelight, D-light ground pound. Raydish getting destroyed here in game 4.
There is a weapon spot coming in, but a down heavy, just raw straight in the middle of the stage. He still is able to grab that weapon. Raydish making the attempt again. This time it's with a ground pound, not the big bird foot. Sidelight neutral air, goes for the recovery, but the dodge comes out from Raydish. Is he gonna set up for the other recovery, hoping to hit the straight hit?
Okay, hits with the bike. What else is he going to be able to get here? He's got to get the stock right here, right now. Recovery connects, and that's going to be a 2 stock for Saphir in game number 4. He is 1 game away from knocking Raydish down into the elimination side after beating Lores and a nail-biting set over on mainstream.
When you're a Lance player and your opponent is in KO damage and you set up the read with the Lance recovery and get the KO, biggest sigh of relief whenever I hit that in a tense game. Even though he had a lead, it was still a very tense ending to that game.
Saphir is 1 game away from knocking out a multi-gold medalist as Raydish to get into winner side top 16 of BCX 2024. That would be such an incredible feat, but Raydish is starting off strong with the boots, already bringing him off to the right side of the stage. A reversal unarmed, but it is unarmed versus boots. Raydish continuing to starve Saphir here in game number 5 on Demon Island. They got away from the only 2 wins Saphir has are on Small World's End. That map now banned out means that they have to play on Demon Island for the final game of the set, and so far Raydish has won everywhere else.
Now, even though the edge guard game definitely favored Saphir, as we saw him steal some stock stocks away from Raydish. Oh, he tried to do it
Almost
again.
got it again,
Just taking him on a ride with the Sarah of the edge.
Downlight. The pivot nairs after the downlights are so nice.
And
Sider to
not...
Ensig
Wow.
disarms them. Okay, not going to get the stock just yet, but Saphir could get the stock very shortly. Raydish kicks him off the right side of the stage, waits for a weapon spawn, and there's the boots.
And those pivot nairs on the Lance are not as easy to hit as they used to be after that major nerf they got way back when. Goes for the GC side sig. I think he wanted to get actually back onto the stage rather than doing that into the wall, but either way, it would not have made a connection with Raydish.
Side sig ends up taking the bike all the way to the left side of the stage. You saw Saphir try to adapt to that by doing a weapon throw to interrupt it, but he uses that move to escape after it doesn't hit. Sideline Sider puts it on the left side of the stage. Raydish uses recovery to go all the way off the side of the stage, force him to recover high. Down air can't get through because of the weapon throw. It ended up eking over the side of the stage, and Saphir gets the first stock.
Dude, Saphir got
2 stocks away. You see him.
Stock.
That was literally like him. Okay. Gamer lead, right forward, right after that happens, because he's so ready to be able to get this game and go to game 5 and then bring it into the winner's bracket. Let's see what he can do. Lance picked up, and extra credit would be huge for that sideline center. Is going to do it. Raydish evens it up with just like a weapon throws worth of damage, right? 2 stocks to 2.
And notice those weapon tosses that he's using upward on the Lance. He wasn't throwing them out as frequently as he is specifically this set, or this game. Okay, he goes down, but Raydish smartly stays high, even if he got hit with the side there.
Down light, there. Weapon throw, pick up downer, doesn't quite get it. Raydish chase dodges out of the way.
He's trying to extend these strings here as long as he possibly can on this Lance. There's a neutral air, back to the ground, trying to control that stage as much as he can, punish these landings with the grounded starters.
Down air connects, goes for the down sig around the Lance weapon throw. So many of these weapon throws come through. He gets the nair into slide charge down sig, unarmed to bring Raydish to match point, match stock. I cannot believe he came up with that in the middle of that fight.
Dude, Saphir's got some swag under his belt here.
Okay, he has him on the right side of the stage. Downlight doesn't hit. Neutral light has him back to center stage. Raydish gets out of the way with the bike. Gets one nice nair into recovery. Whoa, exhausted recovery doesn't hit. They're both swinging to the stage.
Sweat beats Tazza.
Can he make it back? Downer does not hit. Weapon throw stops him from being able to get, but that's the sideline Sider that's going to be the edge guard. Okay, it's game 5, last stock, Sparky.
Dude, I'm telling you, these weapon tosses from Saphir to keep himself safe over on the edge guard have been huge. Raydish hasn't been able to throw the zoning down airs whatsoever.
Great catch on headlight, Sider. Oh, man.
The neutral game
here.
Oh,
but he got it. Oh, no, he doesn't get the dodge read. Sidelight, down air, chased him off the left side of the stage, and he was waiting for a dodge read. He didn't get it. Backswing and nair doesn't hit, so he gets inlighted away. Dive kick, or bicycle kick comes through with the slide charge downlight. Goes for the bird's foot. Makes it back.
Perfect patience.
Oh, the spike from the dare. He has one chance to make it back. The down kick doesn't hit, and Saphir goes down. Raydish on the verge of getting upset, holds his ground, and knocks Saphir into the elimination bracket with an amazingly positioned down sig. We were talking about how the move didn't hit the entire time. He put Saphir in a position where he had no choice but to get hit by the attack or fall to his demise. What an amazing edge guard to close game 5 of that.